The community garden process in San Diego, it's been a couple-year-long process. A couple years ago, a coalition was formed called the 1 in 10 Coalition, which meant that they wanted in 2010 for 1 in 10 people to be growing their own food. And they made a list of 10 different ways that that wasn't possible in San Diego right now. One of them was chickens, one of them was not being able to have community gardens in commercial zones, and that it has a large permitting fee. So actually what it was previously was that every time that the permit was re-entered there was a fee, and so there was never like a set limit on it, to the point where the minimum amount that they saw people getting was something in the range of thousands of dollars just to start a community garden. Another community garden we visited earlier today called New Roots Community Farm actually cost $45,000 to get the permit, which is really ridiculous. And based on that example, some people started spending some money to hire someone to work with the city council to try and change the ordinance. What that means is that a couple organizations, the International Rescue Committee, Roots, People's Produce Project, these different urban agriculture, food justice organizations in San Diego spent some of their time and their people to work on these issues. They went to different community planning meetings. So within San Diego we have a bunch of different communities. Right now we're in one called North Park. There's also Hillcrest, there's University Heights, City Heights, Normal Heights, South Park, Golden Hills. So there's all these different like communities, and each community has its own planning committee. So what that means is they have a little bit more sway. Like generally when the city council and different planning meetings look at the decisions of these planning meetings, they tend to take them for their word, because those are the people that are active and involved, and there's people that are like elected to those offices. So people went around to every single community planning meeting in San Diego and talked to them about this and got them to pass approval saying they were in support of changing the community ordinance, the community garden ordinance, and then also spent money to have a consultant with the city council. They helped draft it. It went through many times. There was many backroom meetings, and it was a process of about 1.5 to 2 years to actually make it happen, but it was a huge success. Everyone on the city council was in full support of it, and you should have seen the courtroom when we had the passing. Like, it was such a beautiful array of different people from all different cultures, all different ages, all speaking up and saying, you know, like, we have all this open land and all these spaces. There's places in California that are already allowing us to do this, like San Francisco's a model, there's other places that are model. San Diego County has sun like almost every day of the year. We have great growing weather. We actually have the #1 amount of small gardens in all the country. So to not have something that allows us to take advantage of the beauty that we have here, the sun, the good soil, the canyons all around, was something really crazy. And so we finally got them to agree on that, and it's been a huge celebration since. People can now do it without a permit, without a fence, so it's really cool, and they can do it in commercial zone, residential zone, mixed zones. So they've actually engaged different high school students to go around and do GIS mapping of open plots in their communities to find spaces where they can do that, and so that we can see that we can actually make this a reality and not just something that they said, okay, we changed the ordinance, now what, nothing's happening. So people are actually out there starting more gardens right now. So it's super exciting. We want to change it so that we can do chickens, bees, have larger spaces, sell produce from people's backyard gardens, things like that, but it's super exciting.